Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Newswav's Top 5 News, where we're bringing you the top 5 news of the week. I'm your host Belachan, and boy, do we have an interesting selection of news yet again for you this week. So sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. So, let's kick things off with the first story of the day regarding the RMCO and CMCO situation in Malaysia. So, as you may have noticed, due to the cases still continuously yo-yoing around, unfortunately, CMCO and RMCO in all states have been extended yet again. Selangor, Johor, Penang, Kuala Lumpur and Kelantan will remain under CMCO until April 28, while Sarawak CMCO is set to last until April 26. Meanwhile, the other states and federal territories will remain under RMCO. However, interstate travelling is still not allowed, so for those of you hoping to go on vacation or even just to balik kampung for Raya, you have to wait a little longer. Oh, dan untuk kawan-kawan kita yang beragama Islam, kita nak ucapkan selamat berbuka puasa. Due to the rising cases in the area, these 7 districts in Kelantan have been placed under MCO. Yes, you heard that right. Not CMCO, not RMCO, but unfortunately MCO yet again. If you happen to be from any of these 7 districts in Kelantan and you're feeling a little lonely in MCO, don't worry. Unfortunately, you have a couple of brothers from Sarawak joining you in MCO as well. 5 districts in Sarawak will be placed under MCO for 2 weeks starting from April 16. The 5 districts to be placed under MCO will be Bintulu, Kuching, Miri, Sibu and Meradong. Now, on a similar topic, unfortunately, recently it was announced that Malaysia is in the path of a 4th wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. Health DG Hisham also recently conveyed his concerns over the nation's rising infection numbers. He alluded to the fact that Malaysia was heading down a dangerous path, as the nation's infection rate or R0 count continues to climb past 1.0. Now, a Ministry of Health article was recently being heavily criticized on social media for providing ridiculous advice on how to avoid getting sexually harassed. The article cited wrong and harmful notions such as physical attractiveness, sexy clothing, and a charming personality for causes of sexual harassment. The article ridiculously states that sexy and attractive body shapes are a dream of every single human being, especially women, and that we often forget that it also invites problems such as sexual harassment. Now, you may feel that that article is already ridiculous and far-fetched enough on its own. However, another one, almost as ridiculous as the first one, was also found from KCM's archives. The article in question, which was swiftly removed from KCM's website, was discussing the topic of lesbian and homosexual women. In the article, they listed several reasons for why a woman becomes lesbian, and many of them seem linked to the woman being more career-oriented or even just pursuing a higher education. Say lor. All of a sudden, I know so many lesbians. Now, that was just a short summary of these 2 articles found on KCM's website. But do let us know what you think down in the comment section down below. Moving on, this past Monday, Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin reportedly said that the government no longer has any money left to spend due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It was reported that the Prime Minister made this disclosure as he was announcing a 4 million ringgit allocation to the Sikh community. The government apparently has no more money left due to COVID-19 relief bills. This included various stimulus packages totaling in RM340 billion ringgit and RM322 billion ringgit in allocation for the national budget. So I know as a fellow citizen, this can sound very worrying. So let's all hope that the COVID-19 pandemic can end sooner rather than later. Now, for our final story, let's talk about the very first day of Ramadan, where several areas of KL were hit by flash floods due to a heavy downpour beginning from 4:30 p.m, causing massive traffic jams throughout the city. Some of the major routes affected by the flash floods were Taman Wayu towards the Batu Caves roundabout, Cheras Central towards the Taman Bilion roundabout, and monorail stations in both directions at Jalan Maharaja Lela and Jalan Raja Chulan. Unfortunately, the heavy rain also prevented many Ramadan bazaars from operating. Memang kesian lah. As many of you may know by now, this bad weather is slated to continue until at least the month of May. So, for all of you out there, please stay safe and be safe on the roads as well. Well, there you have it, the top 5 news that we have for you this week. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Check out our Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And we hope you have an amazing week ahead of you. And please join us again for next week's top 5 news. Bye!